Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chris with Digital Rim, and in this video we're going to give you a quick overview of how we built our low poly shoe in Blender. Again, this is great for items for the metaverse, for video games and things like that. This is a great ability to make these low poly models to be able to import in apps like that. So with that being said, we're just going to hop right into it. Let's go. So here we go. In Blender, we have our actual shoe model. This is what the actual model of the shoe looks like. If we go into my wireframe mode, you can see the wireframe without the, let's just take the environment out for now. Without the environment, you can see the wireframe of the actual shoe. Now we're gonna put it back in that shading mode here, and you can see what a rough layout of how the shoe is as far as mesh wise. We can actually give you a better view of how it looks if we go to the overlays and hit wireframe under geometry, hit that checkbox, and it'll show the wireframe. So this is the actual wireframe of the shoe. Again, we added some extra bevels just for the reason, but I don't necessarily think they're necessary, but we're going to keep it for now. So with that being said, now you can see what how low the polys are. We have a count here at the bottom as almost a little more than 3,500 tries. So 3,500 tries is definitely something you can use as far as a low poly object in a game or something similar, or just an object that's far off in the distance that it doesn't take up that many pixels on the screen. It'll sell the realism of the actual model, low poly model. So with that being said, let's get into the actual texture. So this is the actual shoe texture. We textured it with some Bron XVIIIs, I believe, but we textured it with some Bron XVIIIs, so you can still see the lines, and essentially you can still see how the faces are painted on, or how the faces are applied as far as how a UV textured them. I'm trying not to get too technical because I want this to be a good beginner video for somebody who's just being introduced to this world. So not necessarily trying to go into too technical in this particular video. But with that being said, if you are interested in attending the class, or attending the class where we go from beginning to end and become more fluid in what we're actually talking about, go to digitalrim.com and get access to the classes by getting your membership. So with that being said, hey, go to digitalrem.com and get access. All right, let's continue on. Boom, so you can see, everything is kind of modeled out and textured like so. And essentially apply the texture to four different sides. We have the front, the left, the inside, the outside, the back, the bottom, and the top. So five different sides, right? And then we can give a quick demo of how it will look on camera. So we're gonna get a quick visual how it might look when we render it out completely. And again, this is just a preview version, but it does a very good job as far as showing how realistic it will possibly look when rendering out. So there it is. You got to see pretty much how we created our 3D shoe and how simple it is to create a low poly shoe just like this. Again, we was just an overview pretty much of a process that we did previously. So with that being said, if you want to learn more about how to create 3D models just like this, make sure you go to digitalrem, that's digitalrem.com, and get your membership while you can, while the classes are available. We're continuously building them out, so they'll more than likely be available at all times. But with that said, get access as soon as possible, as the classes are, not overwhelming if you are just starting off or just beginning. But at any point, getting started is the main thing you want to do. So doing that one thing that takes you closer to your goals might be just getting started. Again, we break it all the way down to where to download Blender from, all the way through the process of learning things like this. So with that being said, if you're interested in that, make sure you go to digitalrem.com and get your membership like ASAP. So boom. Yeah. So with that being said, hey, do that one thing that takes you closer to your goal. Do that one thing that takes you closer to your goal. Oh, you have a blessed day. Later, y'all. Peace.